Hey everybody, welcome back to Jimmy's Promo, and today we'll be taking a look at some watch bands or some watch straps that you'd really be able to use with any smartwatch out there, and it comes from StrapsCo. So if you take a look at the link below the video inside the description, it'll take you over to StrapsCo.com where you're able to take a look at a full entire huge category. I mean, the things that I have in front of me here doesn't even scratch the surface of how many colors and options and styles that they have. These are just a few that I was able to choose out to review and test. So StrapsCo did send these bands off. I'm not getting paid for this review. They just wanted me to give you guys my honest opinion. And so far for the last week, I've been using this band right here. And what I'll do is I will kind of give a little bit of direction below the video inside the description of which ones I am using. And the really cool thing also is that it's super easy to take off the links. So the old watch band that I was using from Samsung on this Galaxy Watch 3 was this leather version right here. Now on the back, it states that it is a medium large. And the size that we're also taking a look at here is 22 millimeter. And honestly, the cool thing is that all these watches, you're able to find really anything that works with your smartwatch. So it doesn't have to be a Samsung. So they have things for Fitbit, the Apple Watch, Samsung watches, Garmin watches. They also have some chargers. They have screen protectors. They also have accessories and also parts as well. And it also does come with this piece right here that you are able to simply take off these links. And originally I was a little intimidated, by trying to take off some of these links because I don't really know what I was doing, but it was actually pretty simple and easy to do. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you what a few of these look like, on this watch right here. And again, make sure you guys take a look at this website for yourself. There are so many different options out there. So this is one that I just found that I would probably love, and I actually am a huge fan of. Now, this one I did have to take off a few links. So when you open these up, you're gonna see an area that you're able to peel back, and then that is where the watch is inside. And then it also comes with a small little baggie. And inside of this small baggie, you're gonna see a couple pins that you're able to use if you needed to add or take off any of these links. So with this one here, I did have to take off 3 of them, and then I just kept all of the links inside of there. So this is the one that I'm actually wearing right now, was actually from this bag. So I'm just gonna move a few of these out of the way. And if you are asking about these cuts, my last video, people were commenting what happened to my hand. I was playing with a knife. Actually, I was just doing the dishes, and so I definitely cut myself there. I wish I would have came up with a better story, like maybe I was fighting off a mugger or something like that, but that just wouldn't be the truth. Now, when it comes down to this band here, I only had to take off 1 link, which actually isn't too bad at all. So all you would have to do is just take a look at the back of these bands, and you can see that there's a bigger opening on one end versus the other end. So again, you're going to see the same thing over here. So you have the bigger opening here, and then you have that small opening right there. So bigger, smaller. So all you're going to do is inside of here, you're just going to open up this little baggie, and then this is how you're able to put this, on the inside. So here are the 2 pieces that comes with it, and here is the little pins that you would use on that larger open end. Now this right here is just the extra pin that I was able to pull out of the watch itself. So what you're going to notice is when you take a really close look at it, one of the ends is just a little bit wider than the other. So what you're going to do is you're going to look if you have to take off a watch band. So let me or a little link. Let me get this a little bit closer for you guys. So as you take a look, you can see right here, this is going to be those pins you're going to push out. Now when you look on this side over there, you can see how it's inside of the link. Some watch bands do show you where to push in with an arrow, but these don't. So what you want to do is, because this over here is basically flush with the edge, that means this is the fat end. It's not going to be pushed through this link that way. Simply look for where it's flushed, spin it around, look at this area here where you can definitely push in this pin. So you take this pin right here, you push it on the inside, and then that is how you're able to take off this link. So just make sure that you save these small little baggies, so then this way you'd be able to keep them all in the different bags that they actually come with. And then you're able to just, place it on the correct way. Some people, maybe they like this little latch to actually be on the other end. So some people like to maybe close it and then latch it up. For me personally, when I was to install this one, I made it to where I would latch it up this way and then close it off. So you just want to take a look at how you want to get it installed. Now again, when you take a look at this one, you are able to see that it's going to be larger on this end over here, and then it's going to be smaller over there. So all you simply have to do to take this one off is push in on this little pin, and then you're able to take it off. So moving this one out of the way, we also took a look at this little metal one here. So over here, I just have a few different options between kind of like a leather feel, a rubber feel, and there's some of these distraught looking colors that also looks really cool. So when you take a look at some of these little buckles, you noticed already that I've used this little clip one, and then you also have a smaller buckle, and then you also have some larger buckles. And there's so many different colors and styles and options. So these are 4 different ones that are just completely different. Again, I'll try to see if I can put these links in the description below, specifically showing you these individual ones. But other than that, you'll have the full website, so you can take a look at whichever options you like to do. Now, in terms of also the review, I did go through and I've used several of these, but I found myself using that black one, which I'll actually put that back on. And I also used this one right here a ton. So it's just because of the color, it's because of the style, and it is very comfortable. So again, with the review portion of this, you know, the quality is there, the ease of use is there. You know, it makes it super easy to attach these and also take them off. Now, these ones are really built in, so this is going to be very similar to what we've already had here with the stock or the manufactured version that came with the watch. You can see that this is just kind of old and dirty here, but this little pin is not going to fall out, so it's actually in there, and they're pretty good. The other ones, in terms of those metal options, just make sure that they don't really fall out, because before I showed you that there's an open end and then a smaller end. So with this one now, you'll basically just take your watch, and I usually highly suggest just turning this one off. So then this way you're not going to keep on pressing things. So how we're going to install this is that for this big buckle, it's usually going to be on the top of the watch, or at least the way that I wear it. So on the Samsung watch over here, just make sure your buttons are on the right hand side. It's going to look like this. You're going to flip these upside down. You're just going to push the pin just until it's inside of that hole right there. And once it kind of attaches, you're going to grab this little pin on the very top up over here, and then you're just going to fit it right into place. Give it a little bit of a wiggle, and it's inside. So now we're going to do the exact same thing here. So again, just make sure that this little pin is visible only underneath the watch, not on the top. Now, if you do put this on backwards, it's very simple that you're able to just flip this around. So let's see, let's push this in. Now, once it's in there, again, just give it a little bit of a wiggle. So here is this watch band. So this was one of the setups that I've had for the first couple days. Now, the thing that I also really like about it here is that this is a very comfortable rubber. This one, I mean, it doesn't attach to your skin. It's not going to pinch anything. It's actually very soft. Sometimes when you get newer watch bands, they're very, they're very stiff. So this one was one that I used first. This is probably something that I'm just going to throw on my wrist when I go work out. So when I go to the gym, if I know it's going to be a busy, active day, then this is what I'm going to wear. And then when it comes down to maybe heading inside of a meeting, then I'm going to be placing this one on inside of a meeting, or if I do something very important. So again, there's so many different days, so many different options that you're able to simply, exchange these out for. This one also feels really good. This is a rubbery feel. Honestly, it feels just like this one here, but because of these holes, it kind of makes me think of something that's just active. And then this one is still going to be like a trendy, sporty, minimalistic, looking band that is very comfortable. Again, I do like this latch right there. That's very similar to the watches that I used to use in the past. And then this one's going to have that distressed leather look, and it does have that leather feel. I do have to wear this one probably for another week just to get that stiffness out of there, because it's very similar to this one here. It's also a little bit, I think it's pretty much the exact same size. I mean, I felt that it was almost the exact same feel, except for you got a really cool, good looking buckle right there. It just happened to be that this one was a little stiff, right outside of the box, which it should be. This one as well. So once you actually wear these in and you have it on for about a week or two, then you're going to be perfectly fine. But here you can just see just how simple and easy it was for me to switch out all of these different bands. And again, just make sure that you keep all of your extra links and pins inside of these little packagings, so this way you don't lose anything. But again, I mean, it's so cool. You're able to go through, you can change your look for whatever you're doing, and all of these are really nice priced. You're not going to be spending an arm and a leg for these things. And honestly too, they always have a lot of deals where you buy 2, get 1 for free and free shipping. I mean, you just can't beat that. So I just wanted to show you guys these watch bands and also this website here too, because some people always ask about different watch bands to go with. And again, I'm a huge fan of these. I've been using this for, I believe since right before Christmas. So it's been almost 2 months. It's been about 6 weeks, and I've mostly been using this band and this strap right here. These other ones I've only wore for about a day and a half on each, but again, I'll put more time into those. But these, you know what, sometimes you just personally find your own favorites, and it's going to be these 2 right here. But I hope you guys have liked this video. If you guys did, please give this thing a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to hit subscribe. Subscribe right over here on the very bottom left hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.